Hi Anna, glad to hear you. We welcome to this particular college series to go through your college life, courses, and internships and all other experiences that are available to you. But before doing that, I want to know a little of you, like why you have chosen a course in our environment and why even in your undergrad. Like how does it make sense to take a course, little needs in your undergrad, and how you have gone through the selection process of your college, like why you have selected particularly this university. Over to you.
Hi. So that's a good question that you've asked because, as you mentioned, my course is a bit niche as well. So I'm studying analytics as well as sustainability. So the major for my subject is in analytics, while the minor is in sustainability, and it's a research-based
Okay.
course as well. So what drew me to this course mostly and sustainability in general is that it is the most important issue that the world is going through right now. And if you combine that with the overall trend in data analytics or data in general being used in decision making processes around the world, whether it's, in a simple government level or even huge corporates, MNCs, everybody is working on data as well. So this course was the perfect blend for me, which managed to capture both my passion for the environment and sustainability, as well as the technical knowledge and skill sets that would be required. Yeah, the subjects were also pretty well balanced. The first year for us starts off with it's a simple introductory year, I would say. So there's a mix of technical as well as general subjects, and then slowly it builds up from there and gets more and more into the details. So that subject mix as well as the potential scope for this in the future is what drew me to this course.
Salon take it as a point of opportunity or point of interest for choosing this course.
It's a bit of both, I would say. When I was
You
joining
find
the
the trend
Yeah.
of sustainability during your years, like you took this course around 2022, right? Did you find this trend around sustainability during that period?
Sustainability was not really a huge talking point back then, but it was coming up. It was climbing quickly. Like back then, also the COP events as well as the Paris Agreement and all of those were that had already happened. And
Yeah,
then we
yeah.
also had the SDGs being established. So while reading about this from simple newspaper articles, I understood that this is something that people will not be able to ignore.
Okay.
And if you combine that with aspects like ESG, for example, so everybody is slowly adapting. For example, India had rolled out BRSR compliance
Mm-hmm.
for companies, the top 1,000 companies, for example. So all of these things, just a bit of general knowledge that gave me a signal that this is not really a minor issue. So that was a green flag for me that okay, yes, there is scope for this in the future. But if I'm being completely honest, at the point of joining, like when I was joining, it was a choice of interest, I would say, not a choice of future prospects.
Okay.
Because I like the subjects,
Got it.
that's it.
So, can you take us through your courses, like from the first year till the third year? Not very detailedly, but overview. Like in the first year, what were the topics name of the courses in second year and third year, and how the diversification of the courses you are pursuing as of now?
So the first year, as I told, it started off with a pretty basic framework,
Mm-hmm.
and it followed a multidisciplinary approach as well. So the advantage of
Like,
my course, I would say, even though it might sound like a very technical course, is that anybody from regardless of the stream that they come from, like even humanities or economics or
okay,
something, you don't need to be of a computing or a math background to be studying in my
okay,
course, which
okay.
is, yeah. So the first year is kind of like an introductory thing. So we study basic things related to computer as well. For example, we covered some basic programming languages like C++ in the first year. But apart from
Mm-hmm.
that, we also had mathematics, like introduction. The maths and stats were introduced. And along with that, we had economics as well. All of this is just in the first semester, mind you. So basic introduction to economics, introduction to environmental studies, and the multidisciplinary subjects that we had, they were mostly to do with English related. So comparative literature, for example. Then we had behavioral sciences and all as well. All of this was taught in the first year. So it was a mix of skill enhancement courses, multidisciplinary courses, as well as the core subjects, which were to do with analytics and sustainability. Yeah, that was the first year. We also had a field work in the first year where we went to rural parts of Maharashtra, particularly
Okay.
Tuljapur, my bath. And over there we were engaged in surveys, basically like data collection to do with
Mm-hmm.
women-led women-led sustainable agricultural practices. So we were basically trying to study the spread and the issues and what are the plus points and the pain points for sustainability on the ground level. So we were on ground for a couple of weeks and we were collecting data, and then we did some basic analysis and we presented that to major stakeholders as well. That was in the first year.
Okay.
In the second year, it becomes a bit more technical. Second year में the main subjects that we studied from a data
Mm-hmm.
point of view would be R and Python.
Okay.
Those were the main subjects, as well as Tableau and Power BI. So we learned how to use all these technical tools as well. From a sustainability point of view, we studied GIS, and
Okay.
we studied about climate change and sustainability. We also had a couple of courses that were specialized around research.
Okay.
So, for example, we studied experimental designs, we studied scientific writing, how all
Mm-hmm.
that is done as well, and a couple of other courses were to do with economics and data in
Okay.
general. Like so,
Okay.
yeah, macro data, SDG analytics as well was one course that was covered. Was it for
Got
second
it.
year?
What about the current learnings as of now
As of
in
now,
your
if you
current year?
in the current year, in my third year, we went even deeper into everything from the
Of
data
the same.
perspective. So the subjects, it's kind of like it is in school. So we're building up on the previous learned knowledge. For example, second year mein we learned Python. Third year mein that gets converted into machine learning and statistical tools, like statistical computational methods. So we are using the tools
Okay.
that we have learned in the previous semesters to build it into better things. Similarly,
Got
like
it.
SQL and ESG reporting, energy analytics, all these things were covered in my previous semester. Green economy as well. And in this current semester also, we are kind of like similar pattern is being followed. So we are studying this year, this semester, I would say is a bit more research oriented. So it's more to do with the economic side of it, but there's also we're studying higher statistics and all as well.
I can pretty fondly say that, like, I feel your courses are pretty analytical, like 80 to 85%. A part of sustainability is very less, like, you have pretty courses around climate change or sustainability and engineering tool like GIS, to be honest. I don't know the future courses that you will be having, but yeah, like, mostly it is analytical type courses with a little bit of sustainability to it.
So
They are smaller than that.
if I have to divide the split, I would say it's like a 70-30 split, but
Okay, okay.
there is also the element that you need to consider that every subject that we are being taught. For example, if I studied R or Python, that is
Mm-hmm.
not exclusively restricted to just analytics, because that is all, for example, is used for climate analytics as well.
Okay.
So there is a linkage between the two as well. Some other subjects as well, which I have not actually spoken about, like statistical ecology and economics of environment, etc. All of that. There are some other subjects as well.
Got it.
Building on what you said, in the coming years also, we are going to be covering things like
Mm-hmm.
remote sensing and like sustainable finance, for example. So sustainability is
Got it.
not just environment related. There are other pillars as well, as you
Okay.
know. So we're covering all that as well in the coming semesters.
Got it. What is the filtration or selection process looks in TISS? Do you have a format of interview or exam, or how does it look like?
Admission to my course is through CUET. There is no interview.
Okay. Okay.
The tests that they take for consideration is just the general test.
Can you take us through your internships even? What you are doing currently, one I know. Previously, have you did any internships earlier?
I didn't really do an internship as such. Like, I mean, what I did was on a personal level, not on a course level. I was working with a climate related NGO. It's called the Sustainability Mafia.
Yeah, yeah, I was supposed to come to that event. Like, I have gone to your LinkedIn. I find that like a really cool thing. Like, they are doing in batches as of now, and how you got selected, and what did you learn in that process?
So I came across their post on LinkedIn, and a
Mm-hmm.
friend of mine had also recommended them to me. So I mean, I liked the concept of what they were pitching.
Okay.
And it was like a completely like a they were absolutely accommodating. So all it needed from me was to spend a bit of time. That's all. So I decided to go for it, and they liked my in the forms, etc. that I had filled. So I got in through there. What I got to learn there is, so I was part of the third cohort, and it directly
Yeah,
allowed
yeah.
me to sit in like a one-on-one session. For example, I'm having a session with you right now. So similar, if you think about it, like the entire cohort is sitting with one of the leading climate tech innovators in India. So every week or so, like we would have a session where one of the leading entrepreneurs would come and interact with us, and they would tell us about
Okay.
what they are doing, how they are doing, and what are the issues, what are the plus points, etc. about them, and what makes their startup unique, basically. So
It's
that
a type
was,
of industrial exposure, right?
yes, and I would say it's a
Okay.
rare type of industrial exposure because it's a very new field. Climate tech is a very new
Yeah.
field. So getting to interact directly with success stories, like people who have made it successful, that was a very good
Mm-hmm.
exposure, I would say. Yeah.
So can you take us through the opportunity you have gone through? Like you got a chance to get faced off with it while taking this course. Like
Opportunity regarding.
you mentioned one was the TISS mafia. So anything related to that or something interesting?
Along with Search Mafia, I also through one of my college seniors only, I got into IYCN, which is the Indian Youth Climate Network.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah. So I got to interact and like attend some sessions and work with them as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the more climate related exposures that I had personally, I would say. Apart
Got.
from, so both of these were ongoing long term kind of projects that I was
Mm-hmm.
working on with them. So these were it, I would say. And all of this started in my second year as well. So
The
yeah.
courses that you are pursuing as of now, do you find those to be relevant working during your internships or anywhere you find them useful?
So my internship is not exactly sustainability oriented right now, I would say. Some of it is, but not completely. So because of that, I think those subjects, it's good to have that knowledge, and like I have been able
Mm-hmm.
to contribute to meetings and discussions thanks to that knowledge as well. But right now, I think the subjects that we have covered have helped a lot, particularly like for example, if my work is to do with data or with research related, thanks to
Okay.
all the assignments and all that we get, I have a good familiarity of the tools and what I'm going into. So I don't have to waste time thinking how will I start the work. So in that way, it's helped us. We don't have electives right now. Only in the fourth year, coming year, will we be having. So we will be having a
Okay.
choice between whether we want to go for a dissertation in the final, or do we want to take extra subjects, because we have to complete
Got
that
it.
credit load as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
doing internship is compulsory for you, or like is it an option?
this particular internship that we're doing in the third year, that is compulsory for everybody.
Okay. You do you get credits for that?
This is accredited and evaluated
Okay.
internship as well.
Got it. So we have gone through your internships, your courses, and related to your courses and major and minor, we have covered that. Let us take us through your semester. How does your semester looks like? When does it begins and when does it ends? And how much break you get in between semester?
So my semesters, like I told you, for our particular batch, because it was a post-COVID time, so
Mm-hmm.
our batch started a bit late. Our course started
Okay.
around end of November 2022. From there, each semester I would say was roughly around 4.5 to 5 months long. In
Okay.
every even semester, we had field works, the 2 to 3 week long sessions where we would visit some place and like we would conduct data. For example, in the first year, we did data collection and analysis. And in the
Okay.
second year field work, we were in Varanasi and we basically came up with case studies. Some of us have even published those as well. That
Okay.
was in the second year. And in the third year, in the even semester, which is the sixth semester, we have our internships as well. So each semester is around 4.5 months long, and
Mm-hmm. Okay.
we get a decent like 3 4 week long semester break as well usually. But in this particular semester, after this we won't be getting that long of a break, but that's just the exceptional case because of the issues that we had. Otherwise it's a fair long break.
Okay.
So the good thing about that is it gives you time to explore. For example, if you want to do a short internship or something in the break, you have plenty of time to do that.
So you are managing your university like college as well as internship at the same time.
Right now, yes. I mean, we don't have
So
classes going on. Right now, we don't
okay.
have classes, but once my internship ends, we will be picking back where we left off in the semester.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Do you want to continue something?
No, no, that's
Okay. So thing is that you have a strict filtration process. Like everyone have to go through that QET process, and have to come to TISS from that score. So how does your college crowd seems? How good is it, or how diversity is it?
It's pretty diverse, I would say.
Okay.
So the intake is only 30. While that number might
Oh,
seem
yes.
less, yeah, per batch is just
Yeah.
30.
Okay.
30 to 35, somewhere in that range.
Mm-hmm.
But the diversity is pretty, like, I mean, we have people from all over India in my batch, north, south, east, west as well. And same applies for my juniors as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, the diversity is not really an issue. Even gender-wise, if you look at it, it's a pretty balanced mix, I would say. So yeah, even though it's all through the exam, I mean, that's how it is.
So, what are the exposure opportunities do you have? Like, do you have access to what are the different events, meetups, or study abroad or semester exchange program? Do you have any sort of like that, or do you know someone have take that chance of going abroad or covering a semester over there?
We have actually. So we have short
Okay,
exchange programs as well as semester long exchange programs. We have
okay,
partnerships with several universities around the
hmm,
world. For example, our semester exchange program is partnership with Macquarie University in Australia.
okay,
People like one of my batchmates actually went and studied there for a whole semester.
okay, okay.
Along with that, we also have shorter, like 2, 3 week long exchange programs where we
Got it.
send, yeah, wherever partner colleges, partner universities are there, we have exchange programs with them as well.
Any event sort of thing happen in your university?
Yeah, we have events quite frequently actually. So
Okay,
there are a lot of courses which are taught in my college, and a
hmm,
lot of them are like social. For example, we have an entire school for social work. Similarly, we have
okay,
a center for social entrepreneurship as well. So all of
okay.
these schools, the events that they do, they bring people from like a diverse mix, different backgrounds who are trying to make something of their own. We bring stalls from these people as well. And if we have a big fest or something, then obviously we get stalls for those as well. So yeah, it's a pretty happening. All of that does happen in my college.
So your crowd of your batch or for your particular course around environment and sustainability and analytics are from different backgrounds like commerce, arts and science as well because the prerequisite is only CUET so anyone can take up this course, right? So can you take us through your college fees and what are the scholarship opportunities that students may get?
So across 12 years for my batch, the fees was
12
around,
years?
sorry, across 4 years for my batch,
Okay,
the fees is around 12 lakhs.
okay,
Uh, Regarding the stay, so we get hostels for the first year. After that, we
mm-hmm.
need to find
By
lodging
your
on our
own.
own, by our own. Most of us live nearby only. We have places to live near the college. And regarding scholarship and opportunities, the college itself does not provide scholarship and opportunities, but it does facilitate some scholarships. And if there are other scholarships, like for example, Reliance Foundation offers scholarships. So there is absolutely no issue. Like if you wish to go for anything like that as well. A lot of
Okay,
people in my course actually, I mean, a few of them are actually Reliance scholars, so
okay.
those opportunities are always open.
How old is your courses in general in your
My batch is the first batch, so it's 3 years old right now.
so no batch got passed out as of now, and you don't have any scenario of placement or anything like that. So are you thinking of higher studies or for a job? Like what's in your mind as of now?
To be honest, I'm in two minds right now because I'm working in my internship right now, so that's
Okay,
that kind of a. I mean, I do feel like I will go for higher studies at some point. It's just
okay.
immediately after college or maybe after a while. That I don't know.
So I think in every university's faculties are pretty good. I hope in yours also they are good. But other than study, how helpful they are, like to a personal level, even if required. Okay,
I mean, academic issues, obviously, they're always there to help. We can even drop them a text on WhatsApp and they'll always reply to us. But apart from that, even if we need personal guidance or some sort of counseling or some support, then they're always there and they're ready to help us as well. Because I mean,
okay,
they're nice people as well. So even on a personal level, if I have issues, I know that I can freely reach out to them and get some good advice from them as well.
good. Yeah, that should be like. Uh, up to after I feel like studies they have to cover that, and I think after that, if they do it, it's really helpful. Like if you are new to college life and figuring out, it gets really tough for ourselves also. So we need someone to get us with those 4 years of journey. Yeah, it's good to hear that. And I think you have to be honest about the fact. What I'm going to ask now, like if someone makes their mind to take this and given the CUT and got a good score, Sunday consider this and a subject around analytics and sustainability?
See, if you want me to give an unbiased answer,
Yeah, yeah.
if you are passionate about sustainability and if you actually want to work in it, I think this course is a very good option for you to get into sustainability because
Okay.
what this does is provides you with the skill set to actually contribute in a slightly non-conventional way, I would say. For example, the conventional environment sustainability related courses, they do teach other tools and all as well. But this course leverage or the upper hand, I would say it gives is over 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
It gives you a good exposure as well as experience on directly working. So some of the assignments and all that we do, you will see similar assignments and similar, not assignments, but similar work projects being taken by proper think tanks like CW, etc.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can say that, for example, one of the courses that we had, we did an entire vulnerability mapping of all the districts of a particular state of our choice. So we
Okay.
captured adaptability, susceptibility, and sensitivity, all three factors. So
Okay.
projects like this are done on a professional level on a wider scale
Mm-hmm.
by climate related bodies as well. So I think it's a good mix over there. But
Got it.
again, only if you're like very passionate about it, I would say. Because then you will not find interests lining up with the subjects that you're studying. Which does happen to a lot of people, honestly. Like, I mean, all around the world, I would say. But that, yeah, that that you
So
figure out
we have
only once you get in.
Yeah, yeah. So we have covered pretty the good parts of the college, right? What are the major cons? It's pretty different from different people, but as per you, what is the con you find in TISS? Like it's a social science university and having a course around sustainability and analytics, that's true. But do you find anything con not only related to studies but overall?
The major con I would say right now is honestly speaking, is the living arrangement issue.
Okay.
So because we only get hostels for 1 year, but that's because our college is in like middle of Mumbai, so obviously there's a shortage of space, and I understand that as well. That is the major
Okay.
issue I would say. Apart from that,
Studies
nothing really, because the subjects are we are eased into each subject, I would say. It's nothing that is suddenly dropped onto our heads from out of nowhere, and the faculty is very accommodating and helpful as well. Academics wise, there isn't really too much pressure as well. So, for example, you won't be worrying about studying 8 hours, 12 hours every single day, otherwise you'll fall behind. That kind of a thing is not there. We do have pressure moments, like for example exams and all, obviously, but nothing out of the ordinary. In fact, I would say it's pretty relaxed in that manner.
we missed one part. How is the social life inside university?
It's pretty good. When we joined this course,
Yeah.
Uh, so my batch was actually the first batch of bachelors in general in the whole college. But there was a bit of a doubt in us ki how will we interact with masters and PhD
Mm-hmm.
students. But I mean, most of us were pleasantly surprised that there was absolutely no enmity or hostility or anything. They were very accommodating, very friendly, very helpful. And I mean, like we have made friendships, like we are friends with not just people from our course, but other courses, masters, other bachelors as well. Even PhD people who are like double our age they treat us like, like a brother, that kind of a way. So it's pretty good. People are pretty nice over here.
So the con part is finding accommodation, and maybe it would be different for different people because the hostel food, and the surrounding depends on that hostel only, right? So,
Yeah.
how safe is your college? Like inside and surrounding event.
I mean, inside it's obviously like we have security that covers everything. If it gets late at night, for example, we even need to like they even keep a track of people who are going, for example, very late at night. Our library stays open till 6 a.m. Every single day you will find somebody working over there late into the night as well. And it's absolutely no issue, I would say. Mumbai in general is a is a pretty accommodating city, nightlife wise. So
Okay.
whether you need to, for example, if you want to take an auto to travel back to home or something, like for a while I used to live a bit away from the college, not too much, like a couple of kilometers only. But raat ko, for example, if it's like 2 or 3 at night, I would still find public transport there. Apart from that, I think it's pretty safe. What comes to
Good.
my mind, I don't think there have been any incidents as such which come to my mind. Thankful.
So If someone wants to connect with you, are you active on LinkedIn? So can I share your LinkedIn ID over there?
Sure. I am active on LinkedIn. You
Yeah.
can definitely share.
Yeah. So like I think we have covered pretty much the part of if a student want to take up a course around sustainability and analytics in TISS, and mostly like talking from courses to accommodation and the different opportunities that you get. Do you have something to add? We have
Again,
covered pretty much,
this,
I guess.
yeah, I mean, like regarding my course, I would say it's a unique, it's a one of a kind course.
Mm-hmm.
And slowly there are other places which are catching up to the trends. But I mean, to be honest, there is some uncertainty because my batch is the first batch. So, but I think if you're a person who is interested in this and you're thinking about whether you should go for it or not, I think this is definitely an option you should strongly consider. I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
definitely weigh all the pros and the cons. That will vary from person to person, but I think it's a good offering.
Thank you, Arnav. We have ran out of questions as of now, and I think if someone wants to get connected with you, I will share your LinkedIn ID over there. Please do help them out. And looking forward to do something more in future and find something really interesting. Thank you for doing this. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thanks.